Now in studio, I have activist and mother Beth Franco, Elif Oner, and Azrael Ignacio, both 12-year-old children who are brave enough to be with me here in the studio. Thank you so much for being with me. I want to ask Azrael, as a child, you're a girl. What is it like for you, instead of just playing with friends in the summer and just having fun, you must be worried that police will come and find you or your mother and arrest you and take you to the airport. What's it like to live in fear?
It's very hard for me as a child to live in a world of to be afraid. It's very hard. I feel so bad because I don't know why they are doing that. We are doing our best to be good and to live here quiet as every people, and it's very hard that they'll come and then kick us from here.
I guess the fear that you have. Do you have trouble sleeping? Do you get emotional when you think about Israeli police coming to find you?
Every night, it's very hard for me to sleep deep because every night I just remember what will gonna happen next day, the next hour, next month. I really don't know. I'm so panicked. I'm so afraid for my mom, for me, for my friends, for all the children who gonna be deported next week, next month, something.
Alif, you're 12?
Yes.
And Azrael, you're also 12, and I know that for you and your family, the police found your mother on the street, they know where you live, and they gave you an order, August 1st.
Yes.
Right, 10 days from now, they say that you have to leave the country. We will deport you August 1st. How do you feel?
I feel so bad because I don't want to leave my friends. I celebrate the holidays here in Israel, and I love my friends, and also our mothers help old men, people, and I also love this country, and I don't want to start a new life because of deportation.
Do you think of yourself as Israeli?
Yes.
This is how you identify, that you're an Israeli boy.
Yes.
Beth, I want to ask about the emotions here when we're dealing with children and the national outrage. This case, I know that you're friends with this family. There was a 12-year-old and the mother arrested, brought to the airport, but the child has intellectual disabilities, suffers from severe autism.
Yes, a type of autism.
Is this cruel? What is, in your mind, what is happening today?
Yeah, of course it is a cruel thing to do to a child who's suffering from autism, and to take him and to traumatize him with this kind of arrests, taking them from the home that he feels safe within, and then take him to a place where, like, he can't even sit in one place without his medication. So how can you expect him to react in this kind of trauma?
Beth, there are people who say that these are children from families, from mothers who broke the law. They had a visa for 2 years, maybe 3 years, and some of these people stayed in the country for 20 years or more. Some of these families, they knew they were breaking the law. They had a family, and it's a burden on society that it's okay to deport them because they don't belong here. They broke the law. When you hear that, what is your response to that argument?
Is it a burden to a society when a person stayed for 20 years? Like me, I stayed here for 20 years now, and I took care of my Saba and Savta for 17 years. Do you think I'm a burden to the society after taking care of for 17 years of Saba and Savta? Is that the way you would treat us, a burden to the society? No, I don't
want to
think
put
so.
the grandpa, grandma, the English translation of these words.
Yeah, the grandma and the grandpa.
Yeah,
I took care of them for 17 years, and I couldn't leave them. I couldn't leave them at the end of their lives, who depended on me on every single way. Every single elementary things about their lives, it's on me.
Are you worried if some of these families who overstay their visa, if they are allowed to stay, it sets a precedent that it will encourage other people to break the law. Other people on worker visas, they would break it too.
That's why the government must implement immigration policy. Before you bring people from other countries, you should think about of tomorrow. What will happen tomorrow? Of course, you have to think of that. You can't just bring people more and more and more without thinking of tomorrow. What will happen? Of course.
Azrael, I know that you have this deportation order. It's set for August 1st. Are you afraid to go to a country that, I mean, you don't know? I mean...
Yes, I'm afraid to learn something new because I like what I'm doing now, and I want to hear in the army. I want to learn in the university. I want to fight in the army, and I want to stay here because this is my life.
I want to ask also, Elif, what is your message to the government officials if they're watching this program, if they follow the story, and they are agreeing to deport? What is your message to them, especially if they say, we understand your pain and it's difficult, but this is not your home?
I would say that please imagine you on our lives, as in that they are deporting you, then just kicking you like an animal. It's very hard, and I know that they understand us, but I want that they will show us and not only tell that, because it's very simple to tell that but not to do that.
And you have a friend that was deported. This is a very, I would think, very sad that you have friends with someone, you see them in school, and then they're no longer with you. How does that feel?
It feels like half of my life like is dead, because every single day they was with me when I was crying. Then now when they need my help, I'm only standing at the side and just looking at them. It's very sad.